Multiple manager, multiple years.
I think I've heard this with other lyrics.
Care to recite those?
Maybe some other time. Round of 16 action just moments away. The two teams and the referees heading out onto the pitch.
Surprised Ray's not here to do the Andre Gomes version.
Just letting it all sink in. Maybe one of the final times for Javier Mascherano. Take a look at the starting lineups here today for Ernesto Valverde. Silesen, the cup keeper. You take a look at the front six, though, and other than Gomes, pretty much what you'd expect to see in a big match, and this is a big match. Celta Vigo proving to be hard to beat.
And that's the reason why Barcelona weren't able to put some of their more B players in there, like what we have seen previously in the Copa del Rey, giving time to players from Barcelona B. The player who's made the most out of that has been the striker Arnaiz,
who also has had transfer rumors swirling, catching the eye of several Premier League clubs. And with the arrival of Coutinho, the return of Dembele, wonder if there will be time for Arnaiz. Hugo Mayo, the 26-year-old right back. Celta through and through, sometimes to a fault. Well, you just take a look here at Juan Carlos Unzue's lineup, and as you mentioned, things with Emre Mor changing. Maxi Lopez has been Maxi Gomez make that phenomenal, providing a physical presence up front for Aspas to play off of, but Aspas will have to carry a bit more of the load. The former Dortmund phenom on the bench. But note Rafinha also in the stadium, sitting next to someone.
It's quite expensive, I hear.
Stepping forward. And now wide for Alba. Kind of interesting. Three in the back with the fullbacks sliding over. In for Messi.
Oh,
slaps it home off the fingertips of Sergio. A brilliant volley, and Barca's in front.
What a hit, but what a mistake from the Celta defense. So surprised that ball was allowed to squirt through the edge of the box, and it falls to the most dangerous man in world football. He's had a goal a game this season, with Coutinho watching from the stands. The ball sent in. No defender was able to get a touch onto it. It's such a narrow corridor. Suarez with the presence of mind and the awareness to let that ball slide through. He could have taken a touch, the Uruguayan. He has eyes on the back of his head, knowing that Messi's just in behind him with no Celta players around him. Plenty of separation there between Messi and the late arriving left back Johnny, who's struggling to get into position.
Talked about Jordi Alba. Messi. Suarez thought about it. Instead goes far side. Alba. Oh! Messi making two.
Oh, it's simply world class. But again, rewind the tape. The first touch from Messi to get by the defender. It's the slightest hesitation with his body. Goes to the outside, creates space from his marker. It is absolutely brilliant to give and go. But take a look as the ball comes into Messi. That first touch to distance himself from the defender. It's maybe not the thing you notice because the finish was, again, wonderful. You don't see it there, but the way he gets away from that cluster of Celta bodies is absolutely genius. The return ball from Alba, first time, as Messi's coming towards the ball, getting away from the marker. Poor defending again from Celta, but how do you stop that sort of genius? It's a masterclass in 15 minutes. My word. Oh, what can you do?
hour. Temperature hovering right around 50 degrees under mostly clear skies. Barely a trace of wind. A glorious night. And Barcelona in glorious form. Gomes. Spotting the run. And taking it himself. 2 assists and add a goal. It's 3-0 Barca, and it's Jordi Alba's world.
Just leaves you speechless, this sort of football. The ball into Alba is out of this world. Finally getting repaid for the constant work he's done up and down that left-hand side, creating goals, always making himself an option. But this time he's the recipient of this moment of pure magic. Messi from this position, that ball that just loops into the box. Alba's completely onside. He's about a yard or two on, no question about that. But the way that Messi gets this ball to dip and curl around the entire Celta defense, splits that line. Alba doesn't even catch this too cleanly. Looks like he's slipping. He's just able to catch it as he's going to ground. And he looks right away to Messi. That ball was millimeter perfect to find him. This has been really one of the best performances. It's the separation to continue that play.
Another chance here, battling for it, Messi. Suarez just not enough to find Gomes. Deflected back,
no,
and buried. The pass back with the deflection right in the path of El Pistolero, who nets a 4th.
It's getting out of hand now for Celta. We expected a close game. Knew Barcelona was favored, but not quite like this. They've turned it on in a way that, well, when you watch it, you know you're seeing something very, very special. The pressure, the ability and link up in the final third. This is the expression we've seen from this poor goalkeeper, Sergio, throughout the game. I don't think he even knows where he is anymore. The settle from Messi originally, the strength as well to hold off the defender, Johnny. And Ciso here's got to think quicker. He can't go that way. That's the wrong direction to go.
Well,
he's poor awareness, Phil.
Trying to find Sergio, but his pass actually hits Johnny, which takes it right into the path of that man.
Where's his peripheral vision? Play there from Dembele, playing the ball quickly to Rakitic, and from that position he's going for the spectacular backheel finish. Goes down quickly behind the defender, but we've seen Dembele now a lot quicker with his thought about where to play that ball next.
Headed into the corner by Rakitic. Wide open, and he hits the bullseye. 5-0 Barca.
Well, no excuse now for the Celta defense. That is just very poor man marking. Another delivery from Dembele, and Rakitic all alone in the heart of the box. That is simply inexcusable. He's had some beautiful passes in this game. Rakitic nearly pulled off a backheel just moments ago, and now was able to get a free header. All the markers converging at the near posters. Why are there 3 players around Arnaiz?
And they have
I don't understand that at all.
Midfielders in there, and neither one spots.
No, it's Andre Gomes. Look at all those blue kits around Andre Gomes. There's, well, 3 or 4 players circling him. No one decided to stay with Rakitic. That is a miscommunication. That looks like amateur defense.
Malin in good position, and that's going to do it. The final whistle from Jose Hernandez, and cheers from the crowd. A 5-0 Barcelona thrashing.
Incredible performance, Phil. Just does not get any better than that, especially that first half. They put the game away really within 15 minutes. Messi couldn't have done it better. Suarez as well, saw so many positive signs from him, and also from some of the players that you don't see as much. The likes of Arnaiz and, of course, Dembele coming back from injury.
Barcelona advances 6-1 on aggregate. So the 5-0 tacked on to the 1-1, and our 8th and final team to advance to the quarters is known. Take a look at those first 3 goals.